When was the last time you sat down to do something important? Maybe study, finish a report, pray, read a book, spend time with your family, but somehow you just don't do it. Your hand reaches for your phone or a video game instead. Not because the phone rang, not because you needed to play the game, just because you could. It felt like a better option at the time. And so you tell yourself just 5 minutes, but suddenly an hour goes by and then two. I've done it. Maybe you have too. You tell yourself just one quick check, and somehow you've watched videos you never intended to watch, read comments that really don't matter, or played more games than you intended to. Then, when finally you come to your senses and put your phone down and you look at the clock, you start having that sinking feeling of dread and anxiety, of time lost that you will never get back. You didn't seem to have enjoyed yourself as much as you thought. You feel disappointed, frustrated, maybe even embarrassed. You think to yourself, why can't I stop doing this? Is my self control really this bad? It's not just the wasted time, it's the guilt you feel afterwards. The little voice that whispers, is something wrong with me? If you've ever felt that, then this video is for you. Because today isn't just another lecture about why phones are bad. It's about understanding why your brain keeps you in this cycle, even when part of you desperately wants to stop. What if I told you the biggest lie you've been told about phone addiction isn't that it's a discipline problem? Because that's what most of us believe. We think if I was stronger, more motivated, busier, disciplined, I wouldn't keep reaching for my phone or that game. But we aren't fighting against a lack of character. We are mostly fighting against the way our brains have learned to seek certainty, novelty, and relief. Maybe you've deleted that app only to reinstall it a few days later. Maybe you've turned on screen limits only to ignore all limits you've placed. Maybe you've promised yourself no phone before bed tonight, and then suddenly it's 1 a.m. If that's you, I want you to hear something. You're probably not watching this because you know tech habits are unhealthy. You already know that. That's not the problem. It's that you feel out of control, almost as if it's a choice that's already been predetermined. It's like you're at war with yourself. What's frustrating is that every failed attempt makes you trust yourself less and less. Eventually, you stop thinking, I have a phone problem or a gaming problem, and you start wondering, maybe there's something wrong with me. Here's probably something you should know. You're not weak, you're not lazy, you're not powerless. You've become locked into a habit that's designed to give you the pleasure or comfort you think you need. And millions of people quietly carry the same struggle. Most just don't talk about it. But what if your phone isn't actually the problem? What if it's simply exposing something your brain has been designed to do all along? For years, I have believed that this was all about discipline. Maybe you have too. But neuroscience tells a very different story that may be incredibly liberating. We are not fighting against a character defect. We are fighting against a brain that has quietly learned to crave constant stimulation. Most people think dopamine is the brain's pleasure chemical. It isn't. Dopamine is much more about anticipation. It's the feeling of maybe something interesting is about to happen. Your next notification, your next video, your next gaming reward, the next scroll. Your brain isn't chasing the reward, it's chasing the possibility of the reward, the uncertainty of a future pleasure that is so close, you just crave it. And that's exactly why it feels so hard to stop. Think about this. Imagine someone hands you a wrapped gift every hour. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's empty, sometimes it's something boring, but you never know which one is coming next. Wouldn't you keep opening them? That's exactly how many apps are designed. Every swipe is another wrapped gift. Every refresh button asks your brain, maybe this one will be exciting. Your brain loves uncertainty. Technology simply learned how to profit from it. People keep telling us you just need more discipline, but I don't think that's where the battle starts. The real battle starts with attention, because every day some of the smartest innovators and technologists in the world are asking one question: how do we keep people engaged? Looking, searching for just a little bit longer. You're not just fighting your own habits, you see. You're competing against systems intentionally designed to hold your attention. Knowing that doesn't remove your responsibility, but it does remove unnecessary shame and offers us a different strategy. Let's explore some practical ways to overcome these harmful obsessive habits. First, don't rely on your willpower. Try as much as possible to change your environment. If your phone or gaming console is beside you throughout the day, put it in another room. Your brain is already working hard enough, so remove the temptation. Second, practice being bored. It sounds strange, but boredom is where creativity and peace begins. Instead of immediately reaching for stimulation, wait. Start with 60 seconds. Let your brain settle. Over time, with increased practice, that discomfort you feel becomes easier. Third, replace easy stimulation with meaningful rewards. Exercise, talk to a friend, build something, learn a new skill, bake a cake. These activities don't always feel exciting immediately, but they build a brain that can experience deeper, longer lasting satisfaction of something you have actually done. Finally, as Christians, this raises an interesting question. What if the greatest battle today isn't just over our time, but over our attention? Throughout Scripture, God repeatedly calls us to be still, to meditate, to listen, because He who is above all things and the perfection of our humanity is in the peace and silence. None of what we are looking for happens in constant distraction. Our brains were designed to focus deeply, to build meaningful relationships, to notice beauty, to hear wisdom. But endless stimulation slowly trains us to expect constant noise instead. Science explains the mechanism, faith reminds us of our purpose. So the next time you catch yourself reaching for your phone without thinking, don't start with guilt, start with curiosity. Ask yourself, what am I really looking for right now? Is it connection, comfort, relief, or a distraction? Because the answer probably isn't in your phone. It's just where you've learned to look for the relief or purpose or belonging that you seek. And once you understand that, you're no longer fighting yourself. And you can start looking for tangible ways to change what you think is a hopeless habit. If today's video helped you, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment with one word that describes your relationship with your phone right now. And if you've ever felt you're carrying these struggles alone, I hope this channel reminds you that you don't have to. We're building a community of people who want to understand their minds, strengthen their well-being, and grow one small step at a time. Over the next few months, I'll be sharing free and premium resources to help you put these ideas into practice. They're still in the works, but if you'd like to be part of that journey from the beginning, I'd love for you to subscribe and join us.